Hey, shalom, it's your boy DBD back again with another edition. So, again, it's about 1 o'clock still. Yeah, past 1. And just loads of information just going through my brain, so I need to just document it, post it, and share with you guys. Yeah, so cool. The prefrontal cortex, the main center control system in our brain, which is what's it called, determines how strong our willpower is, our logic and everything, right? Now, how can an individual boost this part of their brain that the world is trying to make inactive through pornography, trying to make inactive through watching television, trying to make inactive through, you guessed it, technology, convenience. Now, one of the main factors is semen retention, but before we get there, we're going to give you some other ones. Yeah. So one, instant gratification. When you dive into instant gratification, you are dampering your prefrontal cortex, because your prefrontal cortex is all about willpower and all about doing something that is difficult to kind of challenge it. This is why when you reading the book, because it challenges your belief system and it opens you to different perspective, it helps your prefrontal cortex in growing, because of it's called neuroplasticity, because your brain can still grow. Now, because of neuroplasticity, your brain can still grow in terms of get better and it's just like a muscle, just like doing biceps training or going to do squats and everything. Your brain needs that friction. That friction where you break the tissue, it grows. Break the tissue, it grows. And the way for you to do that is by running away from convenience. So you see, if our brain gets more logical when we kind of do harder tasks, you can understand why the government is pushing convenience, because of a world, a society where people are logical. It's not good for control, because you're going to be actually using your brain. You see the keyword, using your brain. But if you have Google, if you have everything done for you, spoon-fed, what's going to happen? Your brain is going to say, oh my goodness, it's going to go into sleep mode, inactive. Now, the best way to reverse it is by reading a book. I have loads of books, which, I don't know whether I can show you. So look, this is not even half the books. I have more books there. I don't want to bring it up, just not to flex, but just to show. Not to flex, but just to show quickly that reading a book is important, because what happens is that it challenges your mind, and when you challenge your mind, what happens? Your brain grows. When your brain grows, you become a better version of yourself. You're enhancing yourself, just like an athlete. He trains not for fun, because he wants to increase and better his performance. Now, another thing that is very, very important is your willpower, because of your willpower will enable you to do difficult tasks. Now, semen retention, I told you already, energy cannot be destroyed, neither can energy be created, it can only be transferred. Now, in order for you to have the will to fight, you need to have energy. And energy comes from where? As in a man, you have an organic energy production, which is your semen. Because if you can contain and hold your semen, what happens? You feel more energized and you have less brain fog, which will give you more willpower. You see how they go hand in hand? Now, just imagine you ejaculate every day, ejaculate, deplete your semen, deplete your energy. Guessed it, you don't have the power, that zeal to do difficult tasks. So you become lethargic, you become nauseous, kind of like in a trance. So you're basically daydreaming, you're just like a sleepwalker, you're on autopilot. Your brain is on autopilot, because of your brain thinks that, guess it, this is beautiful. You're kind of drugging yourself into a trance state of doing nothing. So when you practice semen retention, guess what? You're number one, your body is building that energy, and also you're giving yourself discipline. And discipline increases your prefrontal cortex. It gives you that power to fight and grow, and it improves all of the cognition. And then you can now take that energy that you have, that you would normally waste, and now convert it into doing difficult tasks like going to the gym, doing things that you normally wouldn't do, like for instance talking to a stranger if you're shy. All of these things, they will build your prefrontal cortex, because of now there is new neurons that is happening in your brain, open new neural pathways in your brain, which will then help you as an individual to do difficult tasks. You see, there's a chain reaction. So you need to understand that every time that you have the ability to choose convenience over hard work, you're telling your cortex, your prefrontal cortex, that relax. Now, you keep saying relax, it's going to come back to bite you, because you are going to become a vegetable kind of person where your body can't reasoning anymore. So the critical thinking, that critical element that you will need, you're putting it on autopilot. And guess what? You can't just switch it up. You can't just not train for 1 year in the gym and then thinking you're going to go bench press 250 kg. You're going to die. You can't breathe because of, it doesn't make sense. The same goes for your brain. You can't put your brain on autopilot, just playing video games, going into the trance, all of this, yeah, and think your brain is actually going to just switch back on and do something. So think about what I'm talking about. This is your boy DBD, checking out. Shalom.